the spirit of nature. This one's going to be about eye migraines being spiritual downloads. So, starting off, we see floaters, or some people can see floaters in the vision. You get these like tiny little dots and stuff kind of thing. Like quite often it's like when you see, you look up at the sky or like a white wall, it's easier to notice. This is more like what they look like. You just can see the sky on the other one better, but so this is, one thing, and I agree with official idea that it's like a microbe swimming past the lens of your eye and stuff. But we see other things as well, don't we? And we see orbs and all these kind of things and stuff, or some people do. Whether you see like a UFO and it's an orb like that, or you see like an orb which is much less noticeable, almost like it's your third eye seeing it rather than it being like a physical thing there kind of thing or something. I don't know, there's a lot of different things you can see in your vision and stuff, isn't there? Psychic experiences and all these kind of things and stuff like. So we get eye migraines, and this is an example of one. And this is a small like distortion of light, so it's kind of created a blurry area and stuff, and you got all these radical colours as the light's bending and stuff like. So, I mean, I believe you can have eye migraines where you have got like a little distortion. It's kind of like resetting itself or whatever. But quite most of the time, like say 99% of the time, it's very rare I have a migraine like that. You know what I mean? It'd be only small and it'll like flutter in and flutter back out. Now this is more like what I normally get. It's the wrong way around though. I'd say like if that were the starting point, it's more like it starts in centre, but it curls off to the left, and then it comes round in a big arc, like that kind of thing. Like this is like I say, it's almost right, but if you just put it up a way around like that, it's never gone that way. It's like it's happened quite a lot over the years. And it always, it can come quite high, it can come across, or it can be quite low. You know what I mean? It looks like it's doing an arc, and it looks like the perspective, like it's coming from a dot, and then it's like getting bigger, and then when it's coming around here, it's quite wide. You know what I mean? Like here, it shows you it getting smaller again, which it doesn't do that. It goes past my vision, almost like it's going behind me. So, well, I try to show people what it is and explain what I experience with it and stuff. It's like not everybody gets it and stuff like. Now this is a good example. You can see there, that's like where it started. Maybe shift off to the centre maybe, and then it curls around like that. And it's really small. You know what I mean? So you can't really see the centre right well. You notice more when it's built up a little bit, kind of thing like that. It's still quite small there and stuff like when it's doing it, kind of thing. And so I don't know. Once it gets to there, it'd be expanding and coming round, kind of thing like. So it won't tail off and go small again. So this is what it's like in a way. You see there, it's spiral. All this area, imagine that's like your normal vision. You can see, and this area is bending light on all that kind of stuff. So you know what I mean. Like I say, it starts there and it builds up and it'll build round and then eventually come to there and stuff. And then it should disappear from centre as well, and then eventually it'll finish its full route, kind of thing like. But it's like looking at these are good examples of like trying to grasp because it's what it looks like when I see it. It's like the first picture of that zigzag line. It's kind of like a bit off of how I'd explain You know what I mean? It's like because it's like a really intricate, detailed lines of overlapping bends of light kind of thing. Like so, like there you can see how they're overlapping in a way and stuff like, but more of an arc like that. So it swirls round. So it's gone from its beginning, and then it's like coming around your vision there kind of thing. How could I do it like that? Something like that. I say, like all these lines. This is like a 2D version of it kind of thing in a sense, and you've got like it's like so much more complex than what that's showing you and stuff. So once you've added all them things and things all overlap and stuff, so again, it's a really good example of this because of all the like the monochromatic colors that you get. So when we're looking at the details, it all overlaps, and you got all these colors that how it all blends over and stuff. This is more golden than blue and all that kind of stuff. But see, this is a really good example. It's really intricate like that. See, if you imagine if these layers are moving and the light, they'd be, say if we're going to the centre there, so all them lines are going to, like how water moves are, for old computer games, how they, overlap or whatever. So these have been moving and overlapping and stuff like that. That's better because it zigzags and it's much more what it's like when I'm seeing it. So it's like a zigzaggy pattern and everything's overlapping and stuff. And it's more of this kind of colour, you know what I mean? So it looks kind of golden and stuff like. But I mean, you like look into it because it's like, can you see? There's an element of red. You know what I mean? If I were to kind of zoom in, my phone I don't know if it picks it up colour properly. It'll look different when I put it on, upload it like. But it's like you don't need gold to make the colour gold. You know what I mean? It's like the amount of colours you can use to make different vibrancies of gold and stuff. Yellows, reds, browns. You know what I mean? But you get like, I don't know, you get all colours at rainbow in it when you're looking at it. And when it's overlapping like this is like a more of a 3D example, but it's going down instead of towards you. And you can see there all these overlaps and stuff. So that's what it looks like. You know what I mean? So it's like these straight lines almost making these curves, and it works like that. Just another example in a way. You can see like arkings of it like that there. So it's following the Fibonacci spiral. It's going from one point, it's coming forward, like we're talking about with chakras, how they it's a 3D aspect in it, and so that's what we're going to be seeing. What's happening? It's coming from a tiny speck, like we're talking about the infinite tiny silence. It's like that. It's come from. It's like almost from nowhere. Like you contemplate about how psychic ability works and stuff like that. Like remote viewing. How can you see something from miles and miles away? Well, this is the same thing with this in the sense of you receiving a spiritual download. It's coming from a different dimension. You know what I mean? It's not really from where we are as such kind of thing. So as it comes from there, what a chakra's doing, when you see that toroidal shape, that 3D version of it, as it's all moving and stuff like that, it's creating its own a pocket within time and space in a sense. It's kind of like the space argument and stuff like that, um, but for a chakra, because what it's doing, it's manipulating that area so it can allow something which exists in a different time and space. And so it's like in the spiritual realm, time works differently to what it does here. So um, that's what it's doing, and it's like how a flower forms. So you get like this point, and it'll just, it's like that bending of space and time, and then it allows it to come through. So in the same way as a flower grows, this is how you get a spiritual download. And maybe it just comes as like a visual display in a sense and stuff like that. You don't get the information like hearing somebody talk to you or like that kind of thing. I mean, it's a form of channeling, but everybody gets it. It's like everybody gets these all the time, but not everybody sees them. I don't know whether that's meant to or not. You know what I mean? I don't know, but we're meant to see them or not. I know we're all meant to get them because this is how we, as things change as we go along and stuff like that, then you're getting your downloads and stuff like, the next chapter of your life or whatever and stuff. Maybe somebody new's coming into your life, or all those kind of things. Whatever change is going to happen or whatever, and it can be so subtle or it can be somewhat obvious to you, but it could be a mindset rather than materialistic changes. You know what I mean? Like going to college or starting a new job or all those kind of things and stuff. I know it depends. It's like what a channel downloads for. You know what I mean? So it's all about your life purpose and stuff like. But yeah, so that's like basically you're seeing time and space bending for that to come out. So as that comes out and it it attaches to one of your chakras. So if it goes through top or if it goes through side, or if it comes from lower, I think it's going to your lower chakras. But I think it attaches to your back rather than the front. So you've got the funnels that come out of your back of your chakra and the front. So that's just how it seems to go and stuff like. And you can see when it's all moving and it's all shimmery and stuff like that, you get like in an aeroplane's propeller, when it's going so fast it looks like it's going backwards, and all that kind of stuff. Like it kind of like changes direction sometimes. It's difficult to see which way it's going, but you get a general flow, and it looks like it's flowing. It's like a river almost, and sometimes it'll go the other way. And so, well, quite often I'll see it come through, and then it'll start going backwards. But it trails off at this side kind of thing as it comes towards me. So yeah, like I said, that bends time and space for that to come through. And that's what it is. And it's like the more you think about it, the maybe more you'd kind of get it. If you have these eye migraines as well, you know what I mean, then you'd probably be able to relate to what I'm saying. Like I say, you don't get like instant information that you're aware of or anything like that. It's like deep, into your conscience and stuff like. But yeah, I kind of thought that'd be one of the next necessary things to put up. So I wanted to add that, to include with flowers and all that kind of thing. I nearly put it on last video, but or incorporated it in the beginning and stuff, but it's here now anyway. And I've got several videos I want to do. There's one main one, so I keep wanting to do that one next, but we'll see what comes next. Alright, I'll catch you in a bit.